I have a problem. When I'm playing live with Rumours of Fleetwood Mac, the band I'm playing for at the moment, I use up to 8 guitars a show for different sounds, different tunings to keep the sounds as authentic to the original Fleetwood Mac recordings as possible. However, we're about to play some festival shows and I can only travel with one electric guitar, renting an acoustic at the gig. I need one guitar that can emulate the sound of multiple different electric guitars, and also a Resonator guitar which I use on 4 or 5 songs a night on stage. Due to the type of music we play, the guitar needs to be able to change tunings at the flick of a switch. I also want the guitar to look, and most importantly, play like a normal guitar. I don't want to use MIDI pickups and loads of extra electronics. After a lot of research and experimentation, I found a really great solution. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's a great way of supporting what I do as a content creator. Also, please like the video, leave a comment below, and check out the super thanks function if you're getting particular use out of this video. This is a Line 6 JTV59 James Taylor designed Variax guitar. This is just a fairly standard looking Les Paul single cut PRS type guitar, but it has a whole load of other tricks included. But let's first of all look at the construction. Mahogany body, rosewood fingerboard. I've got the original frets in it, although I've put lock-in Goto tuners and a bone nut. It's got this lovely flame maple top and a James Taylor designed wraparound bridge, which is really nice. All of these things, it's a lovely guitar. It's also got a really nice scoop where the neck body joint comes, so it's really easy to play up high. On the rear of the James Taylor Variax is a large control plate covering the Variax electronics. That's all the digital sounds. There's also a battery compartment allowing easy access to the camera style battery that powers the digital electronics. Let's hear some sounds, starting with the humbuckers built into the James Taylor Variax. These are the stock pickups, and we'll start out with the neck pickup. This guitar's real party piece is the fact that it can model other instruments. This is not new technology. I had the original Variax guitar that I used in theatre shows in London over 10 years ago, but this is a much better built guitar than that one, believe me. So if I press, so we've got volume and tone down here. This is the master volume and then master tone. Then these two knobs, this one is for the guitar model and this one is for the digital tuning. If I play the middle pickup of this Les Paul type sound, but maybe I want that to sound like Peter Green's guitar with the out of phase position in the middle. I've got that programmed within the software in this guitar. So if I press that button, which engages the digital modeling, it goes from this to this. And the thing is, it tracks. It's not like a MIDI pickup or anything. It tracks really well. What about a Strat? So So just imagine that on a gig. You're moving from a Les Paul type sound and then you've got to move to a Strat type sound for the next song. Okay. Pretty good, isn't it? If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know I'm a big fan of the Fender Telecaster. If you're not a regular viewer of my channel, I would urge you to subscribe to the channel because I post regular videos all about guitars and gear, pedal steels, all that kind of thing. But yeah, Telecaster sound within the Variax. Again, it's really, really not bad. And it's certainly enough to get you through a gig where you've got to perform multiple different styles and sounds. But let's say I want to have that same Telecaster sound in drop D. What I would do is simply turn this knob and it will say drop D, and it will convert the Telecaster into drop D tuning for me in the software. How cool is that? So you can hear that. So they were in drop D. What's really weird here, if I open up just the little microphone that I'm speaking through, you'll hear, and the guitar is still in standard tuning, but the software converts it to the altered tuning. The guitar has loads of different tuning options and you can program your own tunings too. I mean, things like, for instance, here's Dad-Gad tuning. Open D. Here's another tuning. This is a baritone tuning. So this is B to B. Same tuning as a guitar, but all the way down to B. Now, is that completely without artifacts? Nah. But is it enough to get you through a song? 100%. Is it enough to inspire you enough to record it in the studio? Yeah, absolutely. There are a couple of sounds that I really love in this guitar, such as a model of a Gibson Super 400. And then you can move that to a Gibson ES 175. The difference in that is really impressive. You can hear the Super 400's bigger body size. There is one sound I really don't love in this guitar, and it's the Rickenbacker 12 string. I've actually adjusted the sound in the Workbench software, turning down the octave strings. And yeah, it's all right, but particularly if you're going. Now this is a proper geek moment, but I was watching a Food Network show called The Pioneer Woman the other day, and I swear it is one of these Variaxes doing the main riff, which goes like that. And I don't like the sound there, and I don't like it now, but there we go. It's just not very authentic. The Rickenbacker 6 string is okay. Now the Variax does have acoustic sounds on board as well. They're not perfect. They sound a bit like this. This is a Martin D28. Now let's check out the Resonator sounds. I've done this a little bit differently. The Variax does have Resonator sounds built in. They're not massively convincing though. I've worked out a method for getting a more accurate Resonator sound. I select the small body Martin model within the Variax. I run that through a Fishman Jerry Douglas or a Resonator pedal that I would use with my Resonator guitar on stage. And it sounds like this. The other thing I've done with this Variax guitar is we have a Rick Turner Model 1 Lindsey Buckingham spec guitar that we use on stage with Rumours of Fleetwood Mac. It's a really cool guitar and there is a whole video all about that guitar which I'll link up in the top right hand corner now. The Rick Turner is a really unusual guitar with a very high powered pickup on an angle in the middle. Now what I've done is use the Variax Workbench software that you can get to recreate a sound similar to the Rick Turner when we can't fly the Rick Turner and I have to do the whole gig on one guitar, and it sounds like this. Songs like Gypsy. It's got that kind of a Rick Turner sound. And I think the thing with the Variax is if you plug it into a pedal board or a digital modelling device, we use fractal axe effects on stage, but something like a Line 6 HX Stomp or a Kemper, you can really refine these sounds to sound so accurate. There are a couple of downsides though. The main one is that they're discontinued now. And now you can't use the Variax Workbench software on the latest edition of Mac OS, which is a real shame. The other problem I have with this guitar is the jack socket. The jack socket is attached to a printed circuit board, which is frankly one of the most stupid designs I've ever seen in my life. Why they didn't mount the jack socket separately so it's easy to replace is absolutely beyond me. I am looking into a fix on that. If we have any updates on that, I will post them to this channel. But that's a real shame because if a jack socket goes in the middle of a tour, then you really stuck. You have to get a whole new part and they're all discontinued now. It would be really great if a company would take this design and move it forward, incorporating modern technology. I mean, these model sounds were designed probably around 15 years ago now. So it'd be really great to see something like this that was updatable to create a more modern instrument with even better sounds. So that's my take on the Variax. A really cool guitar, perhaps slightly flawed, but it sounds really good, and even the stock pickups and just the stock guitar it's a fantastic instrument. I'd highly recommend you check them out. Thanks so much for watching this channel. If you got value out of this video, I would love it if you consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the bell icon because it will let you know when I release new videos, which I try and do every single week. I will catch you very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching.